Hello, I'm James Bell. This is Album 101. Well, welcome back to my studio everyone, hope you're doing okay. Sorry it's been a bit longer than what I originally anticipated. I've been very busy, but I'm back now and I've got a string of videos planned for the next few weeks. So I had quite a lot of different requests for album reviews, so I'm starting today with one that's been requested quite a lot, and it's Enya's Dark Sky Island, and this was released in 2015. I do have an admission to make, which was I hadn't listened to this album until a few days ago. This had been requested by quite a few people on my channel, so I thought I have to find it and listen to it, and I did, and I only listened to it a few days ago, so this review is going to reflect on my initial thoughts on the album, being a new listener to it. I'm going to start with its cover here and its packaging. So it feels quite dark and moody, doesn't it? It's very dark and moody. This midnight blue colour that surrounds Enya, and Enya herself appears to be in these kind of, behind this sort of blue fabric, this transparent fabric, and it kind of appears to be kind of like ocean waves, doesn't it? This kind of blue transparent fabric. It's very atmospheric. So a lot of dark colours on the front cover of this album. Opening the album up, if I just open it, we have the CD in that compartment there. Don't know if you can see. And again, the colours have been picked very well. So we've got Enya in the middle, sitting on a crescent moon, and the white of the crescent moon really goes well against the midnight blue of the background, and Enya's red dress just really is really striking against that as well, and it kind of drapes down very artistically down there. And it's very striking, and we also have a booklet as well. So there is the booklet, and it's nice. I love the photography throughout, by the way, as well. That's a lovely photo as well. Lots of lovely photos of Enya, and they were done by Simon Fowler. So I'll just go through the booklet so you can see it better. So we have the lyrics, of course, and there's more lyrics with a photograph of Enya. That's one of her again on the crescent moon. Yeah, some really lovely photographs. That's another atmospheric one. You saw that one before. Yeah, it's just some really, I love this background of the plants. A very nice background, I like it. How within some water. Yeah, I really like that one. Yeah, it's very nice. I think that would have been quite a difficult one to photograph and to get right, but that's really cool. I really like that one. And again, the white really stands out against this kind of grey colour of the leaves behind. So yeah, no, I think it's been really, I think all the photography and the design of the packaging and the booklet has been really well thought through, and it really goes well with the tone of the album itself. But the most important thing about the booklet is that we have the lyrics by Roma Ryan, and they're just lovely to read by themselves because they can just be enjoyed by itself as poetry. And it's nice because quite a few of the songs are in different languages, so it's good to have a translation as well. And on the back page we also have the credits, so the music was composed by Enya, the lyrics by Roma Ryan, and it was produced by Nicky Ryan. And I think the three of them just have such a good working relationship. It's great that they've worked together on so many albums now. I think it's just wonderful. And I love, there's also something else on this back page that I love. It says, let me find it. Recorded in the digital domain by an analog brain. I love it. Oh, because, you know, so many recordings today are recorded in the digital domain, but ultimately it's decided by us. It's decided by the people who the creative people behind the album. So even though it's recorded into a computer, it's very much all the creative decisions are by a human brain. So I loved that line. Brilliant. So on to now to the album itself, and the album opens with the humming, which has a sense of epic grandeur about it. And as soon as you put it on, the synths and the piano themselves are just so true to Enya's style. You know, as soon as you hear it, that you're listening to an Enya album. And I love the percussive elements in this track too. And Roma's lyrics with its use of repetition are just beautiful. And I'm going to read from the booklet. And all the light will be, and all the future prophecy, and all the waves, the sea, and on the road are you and me. And all the winds are like a kiss, and all the years are nemesis, and all the moments fall in the mist, and all is dust. Remember this. Oh, it's just beautiful. Contrasting with that opening epic song is the second song, which is So I Can Find My Way. And it's a lovely dream-like lullaby with those arpeggio figures. And I particularly like the refrain as well. So let me give this dream to you upon another shore. So let me give this dream to you each night and forevermore. Even in the Shadows is quite an upbeat song, but even the title keeps that theme of dark and night. So it's not a lullaby, but it still has that night theme. And I think night is a prevailing theme in this album, definitely, and hence the name Dark Sky Island. The Forge of the Angels, that's a really cool name for a track, isn't it? And in this piece, in every alternate bar, there's an emphasis on the first beat. For me, it conjures up an image of hitting metal by a forge in a blacksmith's, and I'm not sure if that was Enya's intention, but yeah, it just conjures up that image for me. But that's not even that's not even the most extraordinary thing about this track. Listening to it for the first time, I thought of it as an instrumental because Enya appears to make very soft vowel sounds, but it is a language. I opened up the booklet, let me find the page, and I found this. And I don't know if you can see that, but I was just like, what is that? What language is that? This sort of pictographic text, and it has a translation as well. Always wondering what came before the beginning, always wondering what comes after the end. But one must first love their journey through the stars, for though the night may seem forever, the first stars have already gone. It's very mysterious, isn't it? I did some research and I found out that the language is a fictional language called Loxian, and this was developed by lyricist Roma Ryan. I knew that Roma had worked before with the fictional language when they worked on the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, and they wrote the song May It Be, and it was written, some of the phrases were written in the Elvish language Quenya that was created by J.R.R. Tolkien. But I did not know that Roma had invented her own fictional language. Apparently, the first Enya album to have used this Loxian language was in the album Amarantine. And even though I do have this Enya album, I still haven't got round to listening to it yet. I feel really bad about that. I've had it for a while now. And if I had listened to it prior to listening to Dark Sky Island, I would have been aware of it. But I really like the idea. I love the idea that this language is unknown to everyone apart from Roma, Enya, and Nikki. And it gives the song an even more mystical and mysterious nature. Echoes in the Rain is very reminiscent of the hugely successful Orinoco Flow. It has those pizzicato synth strings that leap out of the mix, and the lyrics give the sense of travelling, similar to Orinoco Flow. And if I can just find them, here they are. Wait for the sun, watching the sky, black as a crow, night passes by, taking the stars, so far away, everything flows, here comes another new day. Into the wind I throw the night, silver and gold turn into light. I'm on a road, I know the way, everything flows, here comes a new day. And the refrain of the repeating alleluias after that does stick in your mind. Similar to, it reminded me of the song The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel, with that repeating la 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 in the refrain. And yeah, it really reminded me of that. It sticks in your mind in the same way. I Could Never Say Goodbye is a slow, passionate, sad love song of past love, essentially. And I'm going to read the lyrics. Night has gone without my tears. Now I walk alone. You're no longer here. The days turn to years. I could never say goodbye to the sadness in my eyes. You know you are in my heart, but the miles keep us apart. And again, there's that theme of night, which seems to be so important in this album. It really reflects the whole narrative. And I love those low vocals at the start. It says in the booklet that all the vocals were performed by Enya. So I'm assuming she used some pitch shifting to achieve that effect. However they achieved that effect, I think it works really well. Very atmospheric. The title track, Dark Sky Island, gets its name from the Channel Island, Sark, which became the first designated dark sky island in the world because the light pollution there is minimal. There's something that is so soothing about the whole arrangement, the synthetic strings, the refrain line, which has come back to me, which was repeated again and again. And yeah, it's just got a sense of tranquility about it. Santa Maria has got some really nice timbral choices. We have what sounds like a mountain dulcimer. It's some kind of zithered instrument, blended with some saw wave synthesizers. It's a combination that I would never think about, it would never cross my mind. But it works so well, it really does. It's a really nice balance of synthetic and traditional instruments. And it is a real treat to listen to. So it's one of the tracks on the album that really sticks in my mind. Astra et Luna, I should say, is in Latin, and it means the stars and the moon. Again, it has those pizzicato strings that are just wonderful to hear. Enya it's probably the track that Enya is referencing on the photos where she is sitting on the moon, and indeed on the page with the lyrics it has a photograph of her sitting on the crescent moon. We have another epic song in Roma's fictional language, Loxian. This track is called The Loxian Gates. Ooh, and I love the big percussive sounds used to give that sense of epicness. And the lyrics talk about the changing of the seasons and goes on to talk about 2 more seasons after winter. So it goes spring, summer, autumn, winter, and then it goes to the season of water and the season of the moon. Now is the season of water, the island, the city to darkness. Through time this became our world, but our quest is not yet over. Now is the season of the moon, soft breezes whispering night and day, but our quest is not yet over. Very mysterious. Water and moon are 2 prevailing themes in this album, along with the night, definitely. The theme of water comes again in Diamonds on the Water. The lyrics conjures up how the river evokes memories of the summer, and I love the B section, which Enya sings with those surreal harmonies. I love the harmonies. I mean, yeah. I haven't talked much about the harmonies on this album, but I love them. They're just brilliant. You can't fault Enya's harmonies. Anyway, this B section. The diamonds on the water are falling from the sun. The diamonds on the water. Oh. With the deluxe version of Dark Sky Island, there are 3 bonus songs. Yay! And so the first of these bonus songs, Solace, presents the idea of trying to reach out to someone, and just beautiful lyrics with a wash of synths in the background. What can I do to comfort you? Don't hide away in solitude. What can I say to show the way? Let tears become a soft rain. Why do you hide the loss inside? The love you feel is in your eyes. Why do you go upon this road when you could find your way home? It's really sad, but I just love it. It's like trying to reach out to someone. I think it's just such a beautiful song. Pale Grass Blue does somewhat break away from the theme of night on this album, but it works. It's almost like we've travelled through the night on this album, through the narrative, and we've finally come to the day on this penultimate song. And the refrain reads, "Sun is high above, and the winds are still enough, and all I want to do is stay." Remember Your Smile is the final song on this album, and I always like a nice positive title for the final track on an album. If the previous track represented the day, this track seems to represent the passing of the day into evening and back into nighttime again. It has got a church hymn feel to it with the use of the organ, and it reminds me of the hymn The Day Thou Gavest, actually, as well. It also uses that theme of memory as well, which also prevails a lot in this album, remembering days in the past. So if I read from the lyrics: "Lost in the mountains, far from the crowds, we would wander together, walking for miles, with the night still before us and the day passing by. I always remember your smile. Cool in the evening, warm in the sun, the clouds moving slowly, time was undone. Yet the days fell before us and night rolled on by. I always remember your smile." Oh, and it's just such a lovely way to finish the album, and I feel like it was fitting to finish it going back into night, which is such an important theme on this album. So that concludes my thoughts on Enya's Dark Sky Island. I really like it. I really thought it had a very strong narrative with the themes of night, memories, water. I think they were really strong themes, and Enya really stays true to her style, and as soon as you put it on, you know you're listening to Enya, which is what I love about it. So thank you so much to everyone on my YouTube channel for suggesting that one, and keep your requests coming, and let me know what you think of this album in the comments below too. So thank you everyone for listening for today's video. I'll be back again very soon. It won't be as long of a wait. As I said, I've got a string of reviews planned, some old albums and some new albums, and some requests and things. So, and hopefully I'll be doing some more compositional videos as well. So lots on the way, and also if you haven't already, I've also got my my radio show on Radio Tyneside Cutting Up. That broadcasts out on a Sunday at 7. So listen in this Sunday at 7, and I'll have some exciting musicals on that from the stage and screen. And I have my soundtrack of the week, so you'll have to tune in to find out what it is. So you can go to the Radio Tyneside website and you can listen in to Radio Tyneside on there. But you'll have to listen in live Sunday at 7 in the evening to listen to Cutting Up. So please do that. But until next time here on my YouTube channel, have a lovely week, whatever your plans may be, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye! Look who's just appeared in the studio. It's Tina, everyone. Oh, hello, Tina. Hello, yes. I don't really... Don't fall off, Tina. She always jumps on the keyboard. It's not the best place for her to be, I know, but at least it's got its cover on so she doesn't cover it in cat hair. Oh, Tina, now she's knocking everything off with her tail. Never mind. She doesn't mean any harm, do you? Just as long as she doesn't damage any equipment, then it's fine.